So hello and welcome to another thrilling edition of the Pajama Club, which is essentially where I am forced to record a video in the wee hours of morning when I'm still in my pajamas because it's just too busy of a week. So a little thing came out yesterday. You might have seen it. It is the trailer for Heartstopper Forever. So we are officially, as I'm recording this, 1 month away from it being released. Wow. So today we are going to watch the trailer and react and talk about it. Yay! That's the plan. So as I mentioned, I'm in my pajamas, which today is not Mr. Rogers, but my hard launch t-shirt and shorts. Ooh. It's also really gloomy out today, which is why the lighting is as it is. But you know what? This is Pajama Club, and sometimes that happens. We're gonna watch Heartstopper in the Pajama Club. Anyway, let's do it. All right, so first time we'll just watch it through, and then after that, we'll watch it again and pause a lot. These are so blue. Every time I put them on, I should really invest in some new ones, but these were free, so I'm gonna keep using them. I'm gonna keep on using my free earbud. Okay, I'm done. All right, let's watch it.
Everyone thinks teenage relationships don't last. Guess I'm an optimist then. Nick always thinks about the future. It's like he's there in his mind already, trying to stop a mistake that hasn't happened yet. Never used to think about the future at all.
It's because you were too busy surviving. You were just flirting with my boyfriend.
Nick!
Who even am I? If you don't need me anymore,
I want you to be happy.
I'm only happy when I'm with you.
I don't think that's how it should be.
I need you to be okay without me.
You're a spark in the dark, and my clothes are caught a flame. You should feel how I feel when somebody says your name.
It's not as sad as you think. All of us, whether we're together or not, the love that connects us will never break. We built it, and it built us.
We look after each other, don't we?
Always.
Oh my goodness. Oh, so many emotions. All the emotions. I was forcing myself to be quiet because I had a lot to say. But okay, so let's watch again. And this time we will watch little by little and talk about it. And just a word of warning, if you're not caught up on the comics, if you haven't read through, you might want to stop here because I'm going to talk about things that happen in the comics. All right, so one of the things I love about this trailer is how much they're echoing like the early moments of the show. Like they're doing a great job of kind of bringing everything full circle by being like, here are some parallels. I mean, Heartstopper does an amazing job with parallels in general, but I love in this trailer that we're seeing so many, like they're calling attention to the parallels of kind of like, this is where it started, here's where we are now, we're bringing it full circle kind of thing. So we start with Nick and Charlie back on the beach where they officially became boyfriends. I assume it's the same beach. It looks like the same beach.
Everyone thinks teenage relationships don't last.
Nick with his Reebok. What is he cheating on Adidas? What's going on? Yeah, and that first line, everybody thinks teenage relationships don't last. Exactly the right theme here. I think they've done a great job kind of encapsulating what the central conflict of what I assume the movie will be here is the idea that can Nick and Charlie's teenage relationship survive? Oh, and the disposable camera as well. Like Oh, very good, very good. It's so meaningful as well that Nick is the one taking photos because he's the one trying to like keep. I mean, it's okay. I can't concentrate when these things are in my ears. One thing I love about this trailer, and I assume we'll love about the movie, and of course loved about the comics, is that this section of the story really is about Nick and Nick's struggles. Up until now, Nick has very much been the supporter of Charlie as Charlie's been going through lots of difficult things. Obviously, Charlie supported him. Charlie has supported him too, as he was figuring out his sexuality and, going through the things that he's gone through. But the role that Nick put himself in up until now was protector, supporter, someone who is essentially living his life for his boyfriend. And now we're getting to see Nick's side of things and the struggles that he's going through. I really like the idea of the camera as Nick trying to capture these moments and hold on to them and keep things as they are, even as the future is like pushing them both forward. All right, earbuds back in.
Guess I'm an optimist then.
Ugh. And they're looking back at the photo that they took on their first beach trip while the leaves fly in the background. Yeah, and right from those, like the first lines of the trailer, we know the central conflict. Will Nick and Charlie be able to stay together despite the fact that it's just a teenage romance? And the fact that Charlie believes that they can. He's an optimist. Which really is very different from the Charlie that we see at the start of the show, who very much is not an optimist. So here we see the gang at the party, which I have been informed is in place of the Halloween party because the show already did a Halloween party, and that makes sense that they would not want to do it again. So they're at the party, and we have Nick kind of removed from the fun, just looking on at Charlie living his best life. I think it's really understandable that Nick feels kind of left behind at this point because Charlie has gone through such an amazing personal arc. He has come so far and turned into such an amazing, like, confident, able to stand on his own and support himself person. He's able to go out there and have fun and just enjoy himself, which is amazing. And Nick is happy for him. But at the same time, Nick has defined himself through Charlie for so long, being Charlie's boyfriend, Charlie's supporter, Charlie's rock, that if Charlie doesn't need him anymore, what is the purpose in his life, essentially? Okay, we have the gang at a pub, perhaps? So I assume that this is when Charlie and Sahara's band are playing, and they're all there drinking. Yep, there's Charlie on the drums.
Nick always thinks about the future.
Okay, and we have Nick in unbranded word processing software trying to write his undergraduate personal statement, and all he can write is I am. This is like, they're doing so much. It's so meaningful. It's so meaningful. I'm not surprised because Heartstopper always does this so well, but like the amount of meaning that they are packing into every moment of this trailer, the fact that Nick, who is struggling to figure out who he is without Charlie, is sitting there trying to write his personal statement, and all he has is I am, and he doesn't know what else to say because he doesn't know who he is so good. It's so well done. Oh dear, I hear my neighbor moving around. I hope I have not disturbed them. It's 6 o'clock in the morning.
Never used to think about the future at all.
It's because you were too busy surviving.
That's such a good line from Isaac. What Charlie has been through has been so all-consuming. Like, when you're going through something like that, really all you can think about is just like getting through the day, getting through the moment. And it's hard to even think about the future. So now that Charlie's finally free of that, he can look to the future. Oof. Oh, Nick. Oh, it breaks my heart to see Nick like this. Okay, so we have Nick drinking way too much. And oh God. Yeah, so this moment made me cringe so much in the comics. And it makes me cringe here as well because, oh, Nick, drunken Nick.
You were just flirting with my boyfriend.
Oh, God. Oh, Nick. Oh, no, I hate it. Oh, God. Now, I'm not sure, but are they setting it up so the guy who's flirting with Charlie at the party is the same guy Nick ends up fighting with on the rugby pitch? I'm not sure because in the comics, that guy was very homophobic. And this guy clearly is not. So it might be a different person, but in any case. They're doing a great job showing distance. Like, we have Charlie behind Nick. We have Nick looking on to Charlie having fun. Nick looking on to Charlie talking to this random guy. Charlie alone in the bed with Nick having gone.
Who even am I? If you don't need me anymore.
Yeah, once again, we have Nick standing back as Charlie is welcomed in. The lighting is like stark green and red. Oh, Tori. Well, I shouldn't say aw, Tori, but it was like, oh, Tori is comforting Charlie.
I want you to be happy. I'm only happy when I'm with you.
Oof, yeah, I'm only happy when I'm with you is, oh dear.
I don't think that's how it should be.
Yeah, I don't think that's the same guy, but he does have similar hair, so maybe it is. So again, I'm assuming that they're not going the route of the Nick and Charlie novella and having Nick and Charlie actually break up, but we're getting to see the conflict between them, which it's such an interesting conflict because the conflict is essentially that they love each other so much, but also the fact that like Charlie has grown into his own person. He has people, interests, things that he's doing, a future he's looking forward to. And suddenly Nick is like, well, who am I? What am I? Nick spent so many years doing what was expected of him. Nick's relationship with Charlie was kind of the first time that Nick was able to authentically say, this is something I want. This is who I am. And now he needs to kind of move beyond that and find other things that he wants. What does he want aside from Charlie? He can still have Charlie, obviously. Anyway, I'm babbling now.
I need you to be okay without me.
This is so interesting too. Like Charlie saying, I need to know you'll be okay without me. Because again, it's such a role reversal from what we've seen up till now. Like we've always known that Charlie is a strong person, but he's been weighed down by so much of what's happened to him. And now that he's finally broken free of that, he can be the rock that Nick needs. He can be Nick's support. But Nick is so used to keeping things inside. Nick is so used to like hiding how he is feeling or putting other people first that it's going to be hard to break through and really figure out what's going on with him.
You're a spark in the dark, and my clothes are caught a flame. You should feel how I feel.
Aww. And then balanced against that, we have these joyous moments of them just being happy and in love. I'm not sure how I feel about this font, but it's fine.
Somebody says your name.
Ugh, and flashbacks to things that have happened before. Pride Parade! The celebration, I love that they get to go to Pride and just like experience the joy and, oh, it's great. I love that they're doing that.
All of us, whether we're together or not.
Mr. Ajayi and Mr. Farouk. Yeah, I love also that this trailer doesn't just focus on Nick and Charlie. It's showing like the whole group, all the friends. They're all important.
The love that connects us will never break. We built it, and it built us.
I love that we're getting another quiet moment of just Tao and Nick talking to each other, because those have consistently been some of my favorite moments like throughout the show. They started off with such an antagonistic relationship, at least on Tao's end, and to see them come to this point like bit by bit of just becoming actual friends. I love seeing them talking to each other, and this wisdom from Tao is so beautiful. Having Tao, someone who is traditionally so afraid of losing the people in his life, being the one to tell Nick this is so meaningful. All the flashbacks.
We look after each other, don't we? Always.
Oh, in the pink case. That was the sound I just made. Yeah, so that's an excellent trailer. Based on that alone, I'm pretty sure this is going to be an amazing movie, which, I mean, I figured it would be. We'll see, but like in general, it's looking pretty good. And just the fact that in the trailer, they did such a good job of hitting on all the main points and like showing us the emotional conflict, but also keeping that joy. Like the fact that they're obviously going through it, Nick especially, but we still get the moments of joy. We still get kind of the feeling of, yes, it's ending, but it's going to be okay. Yeah, so I love that trailer. I can't wait to see the movie when it comes out. Though obviously it will be very sad because it'll be over then. And then what are we going to do? What are we going to do? What did you think? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, this is a lovely gift for Pride Month. And I'm glad that we've finally gotten the chance to see the trailer. So yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. Huge thanks as always to our patrons who are amazing, wonderful, fantastic, spectacular. And a special shout out to our Nick Nelson members, Paul Z, Kim Engel, Angela Mondragon, Tanya, Kent Smither, and Vrodo. All right. That's going to do it for me. Have a wonderful rest of your day or night or whatever time of day it may happen to be. I'll see you next time. Okay. What do I usually do? Do I do this? Do I do this? I think I do this. Yeah, I do the V. Okay. Bye.